Who are you? You who speak to me out of the blue, out of nowhere. Unexpected, yet as if you have always been there. Have you always been there? Who are you? Are you me? Yet you seem so wise, all-knowing, all-seeing, and you have such a humour. Are you playing a game with me? Who are you? Are you friend or foe? A relative, perhaps, who has passed the spirit realms? Are you a fairy? A being from another planet, another dimension, another time? Who are you? Are you God? It seems as though you have always been there, watching, waiting. Yet you have only just joined me, only just found me. I have only just heard you. Or have I? I'm sure I heard you before, long ago. Are you the same voice? The voice that is so unfamiliar, yet I know you. I know you as well as I know myself. I know you better than I know myself. So new, so strange, so familiar. Did I just dream you up? Are you even there in my head, in my mind? Are you my thoughts? I don't know. I don't know who you are. I don't know what you are. But one thing I do know. I don't want you to go away. There comes a time in your spiritual awakening that you recognize this presence that appears to be with you, an aspect of you, yet a presence in its own right. Indeed, there comes a time within your spiritual awakening that you feel this presence. You sense this presence, and for many of you, you interpret this multidimensional level of awakening as hearing a voice. Energy, one could refer to this as cosmic energy, moves down from the planetary matrix aspect through the physical channels of the body-mind, and when one stands as an open conduit of light within flow, one begins to process and interpret this energy. From an alternative perspective, the planetary energy is drawn upwards through the base chakra, through the feet of the human individual, or whichever aspect of the human physical vehicle comes into contact with the ground or planetary surface, drawing this energy upwards. In truth, this is a simultaneous flow from above and below, and flows also through the horizontal, vertical, and diagonal fields of the flower of life matrix field formation. The interpretations of this energy flow are many. We refer to just one expression, that which you know as clairaudience. That voice is with me again. It permeates my very being. I feel its vibration, its sound, like music. Music so beautiful. Dulcet tones, orchestral unity, the sound of the siren of the sea. And through the layers of the music comes a voice. He who speaks as he, and she who speaks as she. Gatekeepers, allowing a myriad of voices into my sphere. Many experience the clairaudience, the hearing of the music, sounds, beats, tones, and the voice, the ever-present voice of familiarity and wisdom. Indeed, this voice is self, the deepest thoughts of self, moving up from the dormant DNA fields, now activated. Indeed, this voice is other, moving in from the cosmic alternate planetary systems, light ships, and transportation devices and parallel realities. The perspective creates the self-other inception point, just as the inception point creates the self-other perspective. The clairaudient ability is with the one who awakens to the light, in flow, in humility, through diligence, focus, discipline, or through perceived mere chance when one holds a pure heart. Often the human conduit does not ask the question, "Who are you?" that speaks to me in words. Trusting, waiting, listening, allowing, following. They are glad to have the inner connection, the company, the unity that the voice brings. Or they may move away, holding the perception of them not being ready, or they may hold fear of that which they do not understand. "Go away," she said, when the voices came. "Go away, go away." She told them enough times to leave. Eventually they did. Fear prevented her from listening and communicating with that which comes to us all. She intended to stay away from all triggers to the voices, not realizing that her own daughter would present as the trigger when the voices came to her. And here stand I, the next generation, that daughter. And when the voice came to me, I welcomed it. And when the music played, I listened to it. And when the divine chorus spoke to me and sang to me, I embraced it. There are those now upon your planet in your year of 2015 who are becoming consciously aware of the inner voice and the inner sounds as clairaudience is activated within them. There are those who have heard isolated words, phrases and sentences over many years, and now the communications increase, or their desire for the communications increase. There are those who have heard but one inner sound and long for this again, or, hope upon hope, they do not hear this again. If there are those who wish for this to manifest within their reality, the expression of cosmic energy through sound, then they have but to ask, and indeed their asking shall be heard, and the reply shall indeed come. Expansion is the key, as the clairaudient abilities are a byproduct of expansion, enlightenment, and ascension. The visualizations of the archetypal presentations will assist with the clairaudient voice if the voice is matched to the archetypal presentation. The microcosmic presentation is easier for many, therefore we suggest the allowing of the small being, the tiny one, to come to you. Or simply visualize the entity or consciousness structure within the imagination fields. The fairy, sprite, pixie, or small winged humanoid elemental is an aligned choice for many. Practice is the key. Therefore, if you choose this trigger, we would say to you, communicate with your tiny one often and regularly. Each day during the waking state, and each night betwixt the waking state and dream time, and indeed within dream time. Yet there are those who prefer no form, yet still clearly hear the voice of inner wisdom, and visualization is not necessary for these individuals. Sound creates sound, for the like vibration calls unto itself the match of the like vibration. Therefore, chanting, toning, singing, drumming, creating music, and actively listening to music is a major trigger for the inner sounds to be felt and heard. There are master teachers of sound actively awakened and on their mission. They lead the chanting, facilitate the drumming, and conduct the music. These are the sound therapists and healers, the new musicians, and those who draw down the language of light frequencies and present them through sound. Seek out these master teachers. You have but to ask with a pure heart. And when you do this, the master teacher of sound that is in resonance with your path will manifest within your reality. Then there are those who, in quiet reflection, no visualizations or sound triggers needed, move to that space within and hear the voices and the music with clarity. Your meditations, your yoga relaxations, and your Merkaba sacred spaces are the triggers for the voice. And if you do not hear or perceive you hear with your physical ears, and hear but a whisper, or feel a thought imprinted within, a thought holding a different vibration to the usual thoughts of the third dimensional chattering mind, then this is your presentation of the clairaudient ability. If you are clearly able to interpret the higher energies and draw down the language of light, then it matters not if this moves within the form of an imprinted thought, a whisper, a spoken voice, a song, or a chorus. The presentation that occurs for you is the way it is for you. Each one of you unique in how your enlightenment, expansion, and ascension path manifests. We are that voice. We are that sound. And we exist within the timeless space of no form, no place, no time. It is you who give us form, place, and time, for we express ourselves through your linear physical aspect. You are our anchor. You are the anchor for Source. And when you hold clear fields and an open heart and you hear the voice, know that you hear the voice of Source. We are the white-winged collective consciousness of 9. I am delighted to announce Sacred Quest, my brand new collection of guided meditations. Journey through a rich tapestry of inner visions as I guide you through enriching fables, mysterious landscapes, and sacred soul teachings. You are invited to embark upon an adventure, become a character in a story, as you follow these guided meditations into the deepest recesses of your inner visionary potential. Each guided meditation is a trigger into your own DNA activation, expansion, and healing. Each meditation is, in itself, a spiritual journey. Join me as we embark upon your sacred quest. Instant download at magentapixie.com.